Hi guys, I am back again, and this time around, my message is straightforwardly going to be on the topic your appearance, your judgment. This is a physical world, and everything that is on this planet can be seen with the eyes. Anytime someone wants to direct you to something, aside it being said in words, people definitely would like to give you a visual representation or presentation of whatever it is they talk about. The world we see is as a result of a spiritual manifestation which had to be physical. This is why we see the world with our own eyes. How you appear is a very important part of life. I was in a car earlier on today, and someone made a comment. Why do people like to judge others based on how they look? Yes, it is a wrong way of living. But in this physical world, people judge what they see from outside, not from inside. Anytime you see someone treating people or another person with respect, with kindness, with consideration, then you will realize that that person has had a spiritual encounter or a deep knowledge about life. Most of these individuals are not many out there. So it's unfortunate that if people would want to judge you, they will judge you based on what they see. This is why, as humans, how you appear is a very important tool that can be used either for your good or against you. For instance, every time you see someone in locks, it doesn't matter where you are located, in as much as people outside Africa have a bit of tolerance towards looks. Whenever someone has dreadlocks, the instant thought of every individual is that is a bad person. Not because the person is a bad person, but human beings judge based on what they see. How you behave is as a result of the spirits you invite around you. Anger, sadness, riches, happiness, love, kindness, all of these things are spirits. The more you entertain any of these things, the more they become a part of you. So if you're an individual who pays attention to how you look outside, it is another tool to open door to success. Pay attention to how you look in public or how you step out in public. It is a part of life that, in as much as people don't agree with, it works a lot. Respect can be attained by how you look. Help can come to you by how you look. Doors can open by how you look. So it is prudent for every individual to take your look very seriously. A woman who dresses and has herself exposed, why do majority of the people label that person or that lady as a harlot or as a promiscuous lady? even though you might not be promiscuous. But decency has nothing to do with exposing of the body. So every time you have the majority of individuals or people speaking about something, you must pay attention to it. You do not have to look like your problems. Looking like your problems invites more problems. You might not be rich. You might not be successful. You might not be a public figure, but how you see yourself in your head reflects outwardly. And that same spirit is what pulls people towards you. How you are being treated can also be based on how you look. If two people are being labeled as criminals, one looks decent, the other doesn't look decent, who do you think, when everyone comes out, will be labeled as the criminal? Probably the one looking decent might be the criminal. But based on how he appears or she appears, she might escape that situation. This is not to say use how you appear or how you look to do bad things. This is a message centered on the good things your appearance can draw towards you. Whenever God wants to make a grand entrance or God wants to showcase His glory, you don't see God showcasing His glory through indecent or bad exhibition. Every time something is used to describe God, the description paints a very beautiful picture. So this is to say, if you want good things attributed to you, paying attention to your appearance is one side of life that can be beneficial to you. Every time you talk about bad things, demonic spirits, bad people, there is a way these things look. So this is to say, how you look is very important. Even if you want to keep a certain style of hair, or you want to put on a certain type of clothing or outfit, always be cautious of what people will say. Oftentimes people say, I don't care what people say about me. How I want to look is how I want to look. You should care about how people see you. Because if God is going to bless any individual, He uses a human being to bless that person. The only way God blesses people who don't deserve or don't look like they deserve it is when He's trying to orchestrate a divine process. And that alone is left to God. No one or no human can tell that process. So each time you are dealing with human beings, your appearance is very important. Be decent, dress properly, and look good. Look the part you want to be. If you want to be a banker, always imagine yourself a banker when you step out. If you want to be a public figure, always look the part. Whatever you want to be, you must look the part. And there's no good thing that looks ugly or that looks indecent. Every good thing looks beautiful. So if you want to be labeled as a good thing or as a good human, if you want people to instantly judge you in a good manner, you must be very cautious of how you look. This might look like a mere step to take, but it's a very powerful tool. How people perceive you based on how you look is very important. And if individuals can pay critical attention to this aspect of life, certain doors will be open to them. Opportunities can be presented to you. And probably the one who looks the part can't even perform. But then he might be considered based on how he looks. This is not to say look good and be empty. Whilst you are looking good, also learn to impact yourself. Whilst you are looking good, be prepared. When the opportunity comes, you can showcase how you look with the skills and the things you have acquired. So let's pay critical attention to our appearance. The world is putting out so many fashion tips that is making people lose themselves. Be decent. It is rewarding. Be decent. Your future children are watching. Be decent. The name you create for yourself is very important. Continue to look good, and doors and open doors will never be far from you.